Hey y'all, what's up? It's Dre and the Leaves and welcome back to my channel. So I thought in addition to Plantmas, where I'm posting 25 of my favorite plants this year, please check that out in my shorts tab, that I would also do not Vlogmas because I knew I couldn't do that, but I wanted to take part in the festivities. So I decided that I would do 12 days of Christmas where I'm doing daily long form posts from today, December 14th, until Christmas Day. I'm excited to start today off with a growth update from the Green Escape order that I did a few months ago, probably like 2 months ago now. They are all Anthurium. I was really excited when I got them. When I first got most of these plants, they were all mostly pretty small. I do think that it might be helpful for you to go ahead and look at this video here where I unbox and then also pot up these plants and then come back. But for now, let's just go ahead and look at the 6, technically 7 plants that I got from the Green Escape. All right, I'm gonna start off with the plants that make it technically 7, but it was really 6. The first plants are crystal mags. So this is the first leaf that I got on this plant. When I actually got the crystal mags, there were 2 plants in it, so I just separated it. And it was literally 2 separate plants, not even an offset and another plant, just 2 completely separate plants. Also, I think this plant has like edema or something going on right now. Anywho, this is what the newest leaf looked like. I was so shocked because it literally went from being this size to this size and is currently pushing a new leaf here, which I really love the emergent color on. It looks so cute. I also didn't know how elongated they were, but this is really long, which is cute. I think I watered it yesterday and I do see some edema on the back. You can see it. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. It must have not needed to be watered, but it was very light and like dry looking at the top. So I gave it water and here we are. Okay, so here is the other piece that I took out. I'll just show you for size comparison purposes. So if you look, this one did get a little bit bigger than this one here. They were about the same size though when I unpotted them. Actually, even if I'm sitting here lying to you, I'm realizing this one actually had this leaf emerging. So it's like 1 leaf behind, if that makes sense. And then it gave me this next one. I did just literally yesterday put it into a bigger cup. Just because it was in a smaller container than the other one, which I think is the reason that this leaf hardened off at this size. And then I want it to stay in this size until it's like fully root bound and I can like truly put it in a larger, much larger pot for it to like live its life in for more than a few months. But it's doing really well. I think this one looks really cute and I am hopeful that maybe by like summertime, these 2 will be in flowering age because I think that they grow pretty fast. They're not really hard to take care of. And also hopefully by the summer, I have them out because I do plan to take both these crystal mags into the ambient world by springtime. I'm only letting them get their large root systems established inside of my cabinet, and my cabinet is not even like 100% humidity. In the daytime it fluctuates, it's around 60 something percent to about 70 something percent, and then nighttime 80%. So I don't think it'll be the hardest transition for them in the springtime. It might be rougher on them when we get back to next winter, but yeah, that's what these 2 are looking like right now. I really do like this plant. It's very cute. I don't know, I think a crystal mag is a quintessential Anthurium. Everyone should have one. So the next one I have, and I'm gonna have to look at the tags. This is a dark phoenix crossed with magnificum. I'm pretty sure when I opened this, when I unboxed it, I was like, this doesn't look like what I thought it was gonna look like, but I still do like this plant. So here is the first leaf that I actually grew of this plant in my home, which did come out pretty fantastic. This was the size of the, wait, no, it's not a lie. This was the size of the leaf prior to the one that I just showed you. So it was here, then it went here, and now here is the newest leaf. It's still hardening off. This one is definitely ready to be up potted. It's also kind of dry, so I probably should give it some water. I'll do that before I put it back in there. This one is 100% ready for an up pot. If you look at the roots, they have taken over. I do think when I initially got these and I potted them up, I was trying to be just a little cautious. I didn't want to put them in too big of pots, but I know that this one now, I will be putting this into like a 4-inch pot once I pot it. I'm just waiting on this leaf to finish hardening off and then I'll do that. But this one is coming out nicely as well. I don't see any signs, any bad signs on this leaf so far, which is fantastic. I'm really excited. I can't believe how like big they grow so fast. I don't know. I was expecting it to take just a little bit longer. The next one I have to show, this one I adore. I'm adoring it. I'm starting to really love it. I will say when I first got it, I didn't think I was going to do well with it. And I actually was questioning everything about myself. I was like, why did you buy that when you're literally looking at, I can still see right now, I am still fighting for my life with this Pap Lux. And it's going downhill. I'm crying because there was a video once where like that I watched of Alice's where she mentioned like a plant looked like a Hoya tequila sunrise. And I'm not going to hold you. I feel that. It literally looks like I am holding and preserving one of those fall leaves. I'm looking down at it. I can't. And like that Pap Lux, I really believe maybe I'm just going to be struggling with Lux hybrids that are not like the Rad Lux. But I'm a foolish girl. It was just that plant because this is my Anthurium luxurians crossed with crystallinum. And when I first got it, it started doing the yellowing, right? I realized that yellowing was coming probably from edema. Another thing I realized is, okay, wait, you need to keep this plant consistently moist. It does not want to have a dry cycle at all. It's also rooting heavily. So I do think that once I could potentially separate it now, I wonder what I should do. I'm thinking it's probably best for me to separate it. And since they're not putting out any new leaves right now, it might be wise for me to separate these two. It might end up just being back. Both of them might end up being back in like the similar size pot, but separately, just to give them some time to kind of, some space to grow, not fight for nutrients. But all that said, this plant is literally fantastic. I love the texture. This leaf right here has like stolen my heart. I am seeing a little bit of yellowing. I'm not gonna sit here and deny it. Seeing a little bit of yellowing, but honestly, we'll figure out where that's coming from. I do think I need to get a little bit more up on fertilizing, etc. And I do think that some of these Anthurium that I got from the Green Escape are inside of like a cocoa coir mix. And I don't know that I fully believe that like cocoa coir is the death of Anthurium, but I will absolutely say that I am noticing some of the things that the girls are talking about in some of my Anthurium that are in cocoa coir. So I'm wondering if I should probably take this out and anything that is in cocoa, just get it into a tree fern mix. Shout out to y'all who have been telling me to mix it with soil. My only thing is the soil be coming with fungus gnats, bro. And I literally am just getting over a really bad fungus gnat infestation. I don't want to be like swat, you know, I don't want to be doing that. So I'm really trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to avoid bringing in like soil. So I'm wondering if maybe I need to add like worm castings or additional perlite, and even potentially using stuff like pond, or like if you look on different places that are not like lechuza, because I'm also trying to stop with the Amazon, but if you look online, there are different places that will sell like their own DIY versions of pond for significantly less. And I'm sure I can go to like a garden center and get like vermiculite and pumice and all that kind of stuff and utilize that to kind of stretch it out just a little bit more. So we'll see. I don't necessarily, I did, shout out to Tiara, I did get the suggestion from her to put the leca in there. I think that would work for me for like the larger plants, but I don't necessarily want to do that for my smaller seedlings, only because leca is really big and like they're tiny roots, they're just so little. But anywho, that's this luxurians by crystallinum, and the backs also have that little cute red thing that I love. Ooh. So yeah, potentially in a video later down the line in this, I will be up potting this one. I hope that this one is hardened off by then. I doubt it, but If it makes it to be hardened off by the time I decide I want to do the repot and chat, that would be great, because then I can up pot this one as well. Okay, the next one I have, the reservoir, definitely has hella algae in it. It's not even a reservoir. It's literally just something I sit it in after I water it so that I don't have to hold it for too long. And this is my Hoffmanii crossed with a Papillolaminum red sinus. And this is the leaf that I got in my care. So this is the first leaf that I grew. And as I'm just looking at it, wait. Oh, this is nice. I love how dark it actually how dark it actually ended up getting. This is the leaf that I had gotten it with. When I got the plant, it already had this one. And it also had this one. And now we're also pushing out this here. This plant too, I think could do with an up pot. Let me show y'all the roots on it. So yeah, this can definitely do with an up pot. I'm just waiting on this to harden off, honestly. I really love how dark this one got, because when I first unboxed these, I was excited, but as I've like watched them grow, I was definitely initially being like, okay, will I even like this one? And the fact that it got this dark, I said, oh yeah. That's what I like to see. This is very nice for someone like me. And I just love the red in the sinus. It's not quite like a red crystal, but it's just so cute. Look how like it's so vivid that it's picking up clearly on camera. So I really like this plant. This one brings me so much joy and excitement. And I think that once I'm able to up pot it and size it up, it'll do really well. Also, coming back to the Dark Phoenix by Magnificum, I do think that with its next leaf, once it gets just a touch bigger, I'm actually not going to do that. I lied. I was going to say I'm going to take it out, but I'm going to take these out when it comes to springtime. I just want them to be more established, nicely rooted, because there are some plants that I am going to just like throw into ambient conditions and tell them good luck. I do have a few Anthurium that I plan to do that with. I actually just repotted those Anthurium. So once they are fully acclimated, like rooting out in the bin, and I'm sure that they are pest free and all that good stuff, I will actually just be putting those into ambient conditions. So I don't think I want to try it with ones that I actually like. And I realize that this is like one of my favorites right now. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't put this in the 25 days of Plantmas, but you know what? It's only just now coming out as a favorite. Like, look at that leaf. Look at that leaf. Oh my God. That's nice. That's really nice. Okay, this next one also definitely needs water, but this is my Anthurium Hoffmanii crossed with a red gunsel. This was the largest leaf I got when I first got the plant. It was already out and emerged when I got the plant. Here is the leaf that it grew for me, the first one I grew. And then currently we have an emergent leaf here that is still soft and not hardened off yet. This plant is so durable and so hardy. It is really easygoing. It's also in a mix that you can literally see. It's a cocoa coir heavy mix. It does have tree fern in it, obviously, but it's definitely heavy on the core and the cocoa chunks and such. I think that because this one, only the old leaves are showing like that weird vibe, I'm not going to fuss at it per se until it is ready to be up potted, which I mean, we can argue, sure, but not really. So I think I'm going to leave this one alone just for a little bit because the leaves are cute. It doesn't look like it's going to size up tremendously between these two leaves. So that could also mean that I probably should up pot it, and maybe I will. I just talked myself into doing it. I don't know if I believe that this was a red gunsel or not, but like that it was crossed with one or not, but I do know that it's got that round leaf, and that's really, really what I came here for. Look how round and cute this is. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully pot this up because I do know that it's gonna need a collar at some point, and I don't really want to do that as of yet. So hopefully this hardens off so I can pot it up, but it's so cute. It's very easygoing. Also, I feel like this is the one that is the most tolerant of drying out that I have, because I feel like I typically notice that this needs water at this current stage, which if you look, it is definitely dry. It's not crispy dry, but it's not like moist like Anthurium typically like to stay. Okay, and then this is my final update. This one I'm definitely going to up pot once this leaf hardens off. I am going to up pot it. I don't know what that's gonna mean though. I really don't. I kind of think that it can stay in a size that's the same width. As a matter of fact, let me look. I feel like I want to up pot it because I want it to be a little bit deeper. But I wonder if if I put it into something like this, because once I have I don't even know. Y'all. I don't, because I don't know if has like a ton of, it does have roots. Okay, let me show y'all the roots. I didn't even tell y'all what this is. This is a seed grown Fort Sherman. So here are the roots of the plant right now. You can see there are areas where it's like, I guess, a little too dense, so the roots are not growing into it. So I do want to take it out of here. I think because it's growing up and the spacing is so oh my god, because I definitely potted it nice and deep into the pot, but with each new leaf, it definitely gets what's the word for it? It gets a lot of internodal spacing as compared to other Anthurium. But yes, let me show you. So this is the first new leaf that I grew in my care of this plant. And let me look at it myself. Okay, wow. So it actually takes quite some time before it hardens into this nice dark green color. Because initially I was a little bit nervous. I was like, why is it looking like orangey in the green, you know? But it did get really nice looking. I really love this. It also sized up tremendously because this is the size of the leaf I had prior to that one. And it jumped here, which is a huge size jump. And now this is the newest emergent leaf we have that is actually still soft. It is hardening off, so I do think it's not going to be like wild size jump from here, which I also don't mind. And I think that a part of the reason that it didn't size jump incredible is because these roots didn't have an opportunity to kind of make contact with the substrate and grow. So my plan here, I could just add a moss collar, but I'm telling y'all right now, I don't like moss. I don't like the idea of trying to figure out what to do with the moss. I could just add a collar for substrates, because these tiny leaves are definitely, I don't need to keep the seedling leaves. And I think if I put the substrate, I can just take I don't even know. Because if I up pot it, I would literally just take these 3 leaves off. I would keep this one here, and then I would only have these 2 larger leaves, and then be allowed to pot it a little bit deeper in. So we'll see. I'm definitely gonna wait for it to harden off, but I love this plant. This is fantastic. Look at them ears. Look how pretty she is. And the price was right, and she is growing nicely. I think that this has given me so much experience. All right, y'all. So that was my short and sweet growth update on my plants that I got from Green Escape. I will see y'all tomorrow for day 2 of 12 Days of Christmas. Bye, y'all.